This is OldManBarnes. Let's talk about some conspiracy. Almost everybody loves a good conspiracy theory. This is the third time I have attempted to make this video, so I'm hoping that this is somewhat understandable by the time I get finished with it. Back in the 1800s, there was a challenge to the 6,000-year-old Earth hypothesis and the fact that things were created once and never changed. The idea was trotted out that things can change over time, and I think simply DNA was being discovered, because we see in DNA that there are different traits that can be favored or not favored. Some of the ideas at that time included a simple organism giving rise to more complex, possibly more complex organisms, some which continued without much change, some which were changed but then became extinct, some that changed and continued through time. We say the word extant for living things. And some of the charts that I've seen on how horses developed look like this theory of gradualism. How do viruses mutate? It looks like gradualism is the mechanism of how DNA works to make this happen. Well, add to one conspiracy another conspiracy that seems to be nicely supported in the fossil record. That's called punctuated equilibrium. Well, apparently back millions of years ago, 480 to 550 million years ago, there were some magical events. And, you know, in science, we don't like to say the word magical very much. We like things that are quantifiable, but some inexplicable events from out of relatively nothing, everything appeared within a brief amount of time. This is called the Cambrian explosion. So we are somehow trying to make sense of how things came to be by looking at the fossil record. Gradualism versus punctuated equilibrium. We see evidence of this. We do see evidence of this, but we also see lots of evidence and fossil record that nicely supports punctuated equilibrium. And so basically, here we go. We've got more inexplicable happenings. So maybe, just possibly maybe, what you've been taught might not be exactly true. Some of the old thinking about events that happened, inexplicable events that happened, may be more true than you think. So there. Conspiracy theory orama. Put it in your brain and think about it. This is OldManBarnes thinking about science, actually loving this stuff. Keep coming back. Remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share. That is what creates a lovely community on YouTube.